Bar, yeah. You know what? First of all, let me welcome everybody. Hey, it's Carla Silver, and welcome to the monthly catch-up call for the as yet unnamed product that I am
Number one.
struggling so much over that, but I'm close, and back office is about 30 days or so away. But super excited to be here with you guys. We have. We don't have a ton to go over. I've got a couple of questions that were forwarded to me, and then I have some recommendations and talking about posts, etc. But before I get there, I do want to let everybody know that the Dana Hotel rooms are now, the room block is out. I sent an email, or it is on its way to each and every one of you on how to book your rooms, but it's really easy. You call them up and you say you're with the Top Producer Academy Live. There's a super deal, $149. I don't think you can get much better than that, unless, of course, you come to Palm Springs in August. And frankly, I didn't want to do that again. It's just too hot. It was 124 here today. According to Don, he was out running some errands, and the temperature on the freeway was 124. And so now begins the really hot time of the year. So I'm inside, and I will be until we leave. So, but make sure you get your reservations. Hey, Josette, make sure you get your reservations in ASAP. Interestingly enough, I only have the room block until August 6th so far, which is just bizarre to me. And if you're watching this on the replay and you haven't gotten your ticket, make sure to do that, because early bird tickets are going up in price as of August 1st. So make sure that you get that done. Super excited. Just a few, I know that I'm a broken record. You guys let anyone that's talking to me, as I only talk about this event because I am so excited. We've up-leveled it so much more from last year, and we're bringing in some amazing speakers. They're going to stay, most of them are going to stay the whole weekend, do some really focused roundtables, so that if you want some laser coaching on how to move forward with the sales funnel, you can go to that. If you need some laser coaching on how to convert more in your email copy, you can go to that. If you want some laser coaching on how to step up your leadership, you can go to that. So we've got on sales, I have Jennifer Deep Stratton, who is, she was my sales coach in my top level mastermind, is coming, and she's going to really help you understand when you're in that conversation with somebody, just how to help them make a no pressure decision, which is yes or no, right? And then if it's yes, obviously you've just made a sale. So she really is probably the best in the business, and she'll be with us for sure on Sunday, maybe on Saturday too. Last couple of words, we are going all day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8:30 to 7 on Friday, 8:30 to dinner time on Saturday. We'll have a bonus session that evening, which will be Carrie, Roldan, and me, all about, well, we'll just leave that. All about, I'm not going to tell you. And Sunday we'll go from 8:30 to 3. And then those of you that have signed up for the Diamond Pass Mastermind, that will be from 4 to 7. Hey, Connie. And so again, Connie, if you haven't gotten an email from me that Dana is ready for room block, etc., I encourage you guys to bring your partners, your downline, your sideline, your upline, your Coke line, whatever you need to do, bring it with you. You'll need that to stay awake, because we're really going to get down, and I got a lot to teach and a lot of really great people. So with that said, I am super excited for tonight. What I'd like to do is, Connie, thank you. Connie submitted a question ahead of time. I've had a couple of other questions along the way, and I'm here to answer your questions. And I've got a couple of things to show you on how to really use your business page, because I know me, I like to post on my personal page, right? Because that's where I get the action. That's where I get, that's where my peeps are. That's where it just, for me, I always like to post on my personal page. However, I realized this along the way that number one, Facebook does not want you to conduct business on your personal page. They do not. And over time, they're going to crack down on that. As a matter of fact, I logged into Facebook. I was about to go live announcing the event. And that morning, I woke up and I logged into Facebook and I was in Facebook jail. Now, I could not figure out because it said I was doing something too fast. So I was like, I don't know what I was doing because I was asleep. So I'm quite sure that I wasn't doing anything, but you never, you do not own Facebook. And Facebook, a lot of it is run by bots and automatic things. And so you just don't, as much as possible, you don't want to get in trouble. Plus, you guys know my attitude about pushing your crap. I love all of you, but we all have crap. Pushing your stuff on your personal page. With that said, you guys know, I mean, we do it subtly, we do it in a very cool way, but your business page is a little bit different in that you can feel really, especially when it's new and there aren't a ton of people on it, this is your opportunity to work out all of your Facebook Live kinks, to see what works, what doesn't, because there's just not a lot of people there watching at this point. So it's kind of like dancing naked in the shower because nobody's watching, right? Now, I realize that you don't want to dance naked in the shower on your Facebook page, but you get what I'm saying, right? So it's your time, especially if you're making a commitment to move forward with any kind of video, right? This is your time. You can just hang out. You just can keep doing it. And like anything, you get really good at anything by doing it over and over and over again. So if it's a fantastic opportunity, if you've got a brand, you will gather followers. You will, I mean, I would encourage you to share your videos and your lives to your personal page, but it's a great place to work out, right? It's a gym where nobody's hanging out watching my flab go up and down while I'm jumping around, right? But eventually so you get my point, right? It's just a great place to start out. As those of you, Josette, I don't know how much your company and all that stuff, sometimes people's things are kind of spying on them and stuff. You want to act accordingly. I know that I have another member of my top producer mastermind. She has a full-time job. So like you just said, she's got a page that isn't her name, but, and she's just careful about what she does. But she's out there building her brand, right? She's out there talking about what's important to her, talking about marketing, talking about, she's just not talking specifically about her business, which we really shouldn't be doing that too much anyway. So congratulations to you, Josette. I saw your business page. It looked beautiful. Congratulations to you, Tracy. I know there was some mix-up over whether we were going to have this tonight or not, and now she had something else she had to do. Those of you that haven't done your business pages yet, or those of you that have done your business page, please do yourself a favor and share them in our group so that you can have other people that are supportive of you go there, like it, interact with your comments, give you a review. I haven't yet checked mine. I still don't think I have any reviews at all. And it would be nice if we could all support each other. Not that I'm asking for reviews. That's not the point of what I just said. But it's a really good place for all of us since we're building our pages. It's a really good way for us to support each other. Josette, I didn't see your review area. Tracy, I know you're going to watch this on the replay. I put a review of you up there, etc. So I'm going to stop and ask if there were any questions or anybody ran into anything weird when they were building their page? Connie says no. Josette, did you have anything that you were like, I don't really get what I was doing, or?
No, I didn't run into anything weird. I had put a question when I posted it in the group for you, because I remember in the training, well, first of all, you told me that I did good by setting up my automatic messenger, but in the training you had a portion that talked about bots for that. So that was my question. I think you mentioned ManyChat, if I remember correctly. Does that sound right?
Yes.
So I was going to ask you more about that, because I just went ahead and did it the Facebook way, but I haven't explored ManyChat or anything, so I don't know really what the difference is and what's better to do.
It depends on what you want to do. If you're going to be really, well, first of all, I'm just going to say, like, the ManyChat, I could do 6 months. Where'd you go? There you are. I could do 6 months on ManyChat. And so it's a little bit more sophisticated than for this conversation, but it isn't that difficult to do. Maybe I will one of these months do a ManyChat tutorial. And you guys, probably all of you, have received bot messages from me. Have all of you, anybody not received bot messages from me? I send those through ManyChat. Hey, Carol, good to have you here. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you a second because there's some noise on your side, but you can unmute yourself at any time. So a bot is just an outside, or a bot is a pre-written messages in your messenger that are set up in various ways. So for example, Facebook has the one message that you can set up, right? Hey, I'm busy right now, I'll get back to you, right? So if someone writes you a message, it'll have that instant reply, so somebody feels like they're being taken care of. A bot can do way more than that. Has anybody ever been to a restaurant page where you actually can make your reservation in the messenger? You're probably not actually talking to hey, Rudrani, you're probably not actually talking to a real person. You're talking to their bot. So I wonder if I can show you. I don't think I'll be able to find it. A couple of months ago, I was in someone's bot. There was a whole long conversation with forks. Like if I said yes, the bot went another one way. If I said no, it went another way. It's a whole way to have these long conversations with people automatically. Like that person wasn't there anywhere near their computer. They were having that conversation. Another thing that a bot can be used for that is really useful if you're committed to do lives is you can set up a bot. Many of you have probably seen this happen. You can set up a bot. So if you're on your live, on your business page, it can't be on your personal page, but you can say, comment, bomb diggity, and I'll send you my free thing. You have a name for your free thing, but I'll send you my free thing. And someone says, bomb diggity, and then their messenger automatically loads up and says, oh, you said bomb diggity. Do you really want me to say the free thing? They say yes, and then you send them your free thing. And so they're a subscriber at that time to your messenger. Can anybody think why that would be cool? Other than you just had a really cool conversation with them. I mean, that stuff is cool, but why would it be cool if they were subscribed to your messenger bot? Think. I want you guys to think. Anybody have a clue? Okay, so I'll give you clue number one. Where are email open rates going? Meryl says down. They're in the freaking basement. Josette, are you there? Or are you just fascinated?
Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm here.
Okay, she's fascinated. I was like, I thought you were frozen. So they're going down in the toilet. How many of you don't look at a message on your messenger? Almost everybody looks at their message. So it's not the same as email, because you can't send a boatload of information through Messenger, but it's long term. Over the next few years, we all will transition into having as many subscribers as we possibly can to our Messenger bot, because number one, they subscribe there. We know we have their info, right? Facebook's not going to give us some random message. Like, I have a fake email that I use all the time, joe@joeblow.com, right? I can't do that on Facebook, right? It's just that. You get their correct information, number one. Number two, the open rates are very, very high, and the response rate are very high because you can just click a button or write a little note. So that's the second way that you can use a bot, is to have, if you say something, comment, go during my live. There are many, many other ways. I use it to get information out about free events, free webinars, stuff I'm doing on Facebook, free trainings. I mean, you guys have received all my bots, right? So you get, that's what I do. And I try to make them kind of conversational. Like, hey, you don't want to, instead of unsubscribe here, it's like, not today. And like, oh, shucks, anytime you want to come back. So I write it in a very conversational way, because I want to keep my subscribers. Those are people that I've worked hard to get on my bot list. And the possibilities for bots are endless. Like, I've seen people build automated webinar campaigns. I have full-on conversations. As a matter of fact, I saw a bot for, I don't know if it was Rodan and Fields, but it was like, what kind of skin do you have? Does it tend towards dry or not? I have dry. Are you looking for a serum or a blah, blah, blah? And it just went through all the way till it was at the buy button for whatever was the perfect match for what that person was looking for. So it's a very long answer to your question.
No, it's helpful. So does that integrate easily with Facebook?
It's completely integrated. They're a third-party partner.
And so is it a service you pay for?
Yes.
Okay.
There is a free ManyChat. I do the paid ManyChat, but I don't think I spend more than like $30 a month or something like that. But you can start out with the free version.
Okay, cool.
And yeah. But you don't want to conquer that. I will just say, guys, it isn't a lead generation tool until you really understand how to do it. So, for those of you that are looking to really generate leads at this point, back burner, I would recommend, right? You got to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to make you money today, right? Okay. Thank you for that question, Josette. Any follow-up to that? You good?
I'm good. I have another one, but I can wait till we get a little bit more into things.
Okay. So Connie asked me a great question, and I'm going to ask it. And Connie, if you would tell me that if I say it correctly. She asked me via email today that, well, you always say, Carla, Carla always says that you should have your hub online, like your central place where you send people. In my case, it's my carlasilver.com website, right? It's somewhere where someone can check me out. I've got my blog there, products there, picture there, everything, right? And Connie's question was, would my business page be a substitute for that? Is that what your question is? And my answer is no. It is if you don't have, it is probably second or third best, right? Google, you really want to have a place where you can really show your personality, and Facebook is not your property. You must always remember that you don't own Facebook. At any moment, it could go MySpace. It just could. Now, the likelihood of that happening is very low, but you just never know. You don't own it. I'm paranoid about every platform to start. As a matter of fact, my VA, I have 928 videos on YouTube. 928 videos on YouTube. Most of them are private because they're videos for my courses and stuff. But I have him download all of those and put them somewhere else because I just don't know. I could have something in a video playing in the background and YouTube might say your copyright infringement, 1 strike. And then a year later, I could have that innocent mistake again, and they say you're out, gone. And then all of that hard work could potentially be gone. So I know that sounds a little paranoid, but we don't own Facebook. But it is a great place. Like your Facebook business page isn't going to remotely portray you like a blog or a website would. And those don't have to be all fancy or anything. You can get I know that we have partners that will do a whole website and a blog for $1,500. And that's pretty dang good. So
Carla, where do you save your YouTube videos that you don't want to have available?
I have them in 2 places. I have them on Vimeo, and I know that's like, well, that's just another platform. But I have them on Vimeo, and I have them in Dropbox.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, I have them in Dropbox. I never look at the ones in Dropbox. It would be like my head would explode if I had to, but they're there. I know that
So
if I need to.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're very welcome. And I'm not saying that you guys need to go and do that. The point of that conversation was that we don't own Facebook and we don't own YouTube, we don't own LinkedIn, and you just never know. Okay, Josette.
That was fast. Second round. So I just wanted to ask if you have any tips or suggestions for how much to write in a post and on your about and all of that kind of thing. Because it's not like a blog, like you said, where you can maybe go a little bit more in depth. So for the audience, and since you only have a few seconds, what is the optimal amount?
I love that you asked that question because I'm going to show you. First of all, there's not an optimal amount or number or whatever the correct English is. There is not, because some of your posts warrant a short sentence. But what is really working now is another answer or question. What's really working now are story posts. Story posts are hot, hot, hot. And I actually wrote one the other day, and I'm going to share it with you now, and I'm going to share the anatomy with you.
Perfect.
Because the story post can be short or it can be long. But if you notice, have you guys noticed at all? I notice this stuff all the time. Like the ads that you see over and over and over again are long.
Long.
Why
takes hours to read them.
Feels like it, right? Why do you think that is? Because they work, right? Because that's what's working right now. And guess what that does for you and your prospects? It's another way for them to get to know you on a deeper level. My friend Rhonda Swan has been doing this for years, and now she has the most amazing, huge following. She's been writing long posts, long stories, and she's been doing video consistently now for years, and that's why she's a zillionaire at this point. But I'm going to actually share my screen. Please, guys, interrupt me if you I don't know, this guy just sent me a video. Oops. Okay, can you see my Facebook page? Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to show you mine, and then I'm going to show you some examples of others. Okay, here is a story post. Many of you might have seen this. It's a story of what all the different courses and things that I bought. I don't need to read all of this to you, but I want to show you the different pieces. I wrote a story post. It is long. The first thing is a picture. You're going to want to, every time you post, I want you to ask yourself a following question. First of all, I'm going to set the stage. Almost everybody is on Facebook while they're on their phone first, right? They're on their phone doing this, while they're watching Netflix, while they're in the line at Starbucks, while they're at a stop sign, while they're whatever, right? They're just scrolling. So I want you to ask yourself, would my post potentially stop the scroll? Would my post potentially stop the scroll? And so I took this goofy picture of me because I'm like, okay, I need to stop the scroll, right? So I have this picture of me, and it's a representative of the post. And guys, this sounds really complicated because I'm really getting into the details, but it's not, okay? I just want you to understand that it's not that hard, and you do not have to follow the formula every single GD time, right? Just know that there is a formula that I have discovered over time. So the first piece of the formula is the beginning. And this is because you've got to stop the scroll. Your picture will start that process, but then you've got to, I like to, a lot of marketers say stomp on the pain. I don't like that at all. I don't like feeling like I'm stomping on somebody's pain, but I want to point out that people are frustrated. I want to point out a frustration, right? When you're talking to your perfect prospect on Facebook, right? All of you should have done somewhere along the line my perfect prospect exercise, how to identify them. At some point, that's who you're talking to every time you write or do a video or do anything. So my perfect prospect is typically somebody that is frustrated by building their business online and looking for a solution. So that's that first piece. Now this could be a little bit longer, but you want to do just a quick, what's the pain point? The second piece is this piece, and it's called the I get you piece. And all I wrote was, I get you. I was there myself, right? I get you. And then I told a story, and my story is very long on this post. I'll show you one where it's very short. But here is, the story goes all the way down to here. And it's a story about how I spent all this money and bought all these courses because I figured out that I needed to know this. And then when I learned that, I needed to learn something else. And then, oh my gosh, it got even worse. I needed to learn something else. So I told the story, and that's the story. And then there's an area where you like an aha time. Like I figured this all out, and my aha was, here's the result. I've been able to almost fully automate my business. My husband and I have been able to travel the world jobless for over 14 years. That can take many forms, but you want to show them there is a brand new day, so to speak, a way out, that you are at the, remember in many of my courses, guys, I talk about, especially with lead magnets, right? You're taking, in your funnels, you're taking your prospects on a journey. They're starting here, and you are taking them on a journey to somewhere where they're with you in your business or whatever you're selling, etc. That's your journey, and you want to show that you've made the journey ahead of them, and you're kind of their Sherpa, so to speak, right? To take them over that hill. So you've done it. I've done it in this whole long story here. It's the story of me doing it. And then the prescription is the last piece. And the prescription here is, in this particular story, my prescription is that, well, what if you don't have to buy all the courses and trial and error all your way? What if I made it super easy for you? Join me in San Diego. Now, do you guys want to hear some cutting edge data that I did not employ in this particular post? I've got some new data. So there's also an addition to this formula, and it's called the dash of intrigue. And the dash of intrigue is, instead of using a URL like this, you use a bit.ly link. I'm guessing because people will be intrigued, like, where am I going with that bit.ly link? The other piece of the pie is when you go to this post, you're on this page, some people say to put the bit.ly link up here as well before somebody has to click continue reading. Because some people, you might be one of them, like, I want to know what the prescription is right now. Like, I see this as a story post, right? And those are the people that read the end of the book first. Those are the people that on a sales page skip to the bottom, right? So this is an example of one. Let me see if I have another one here. I know I have a really short one, I think. This was another story post, but I didn't have a prescription. I just really wanted to tell the story of why I got this t-shirt. You don't have to have a call to action in everything, right? Okay, so this was an ad that I ran. So this is a short, not really a story post, but it is, right? I'm like, okay, I stomped on the problem. Are you confused about how to grow your Facebook? Someone says this, do that. Here's my brand new day. I've done it all for you. And here's how to go find it, how to get the prescription. Right, so problem, I get that. I finally said, heck, I'll do it. Right, so I'm getting what their problem is, and here's the prescription. So that's a shortened version. I'll go quickly. I've got a couple of things saved. I'll show you one more.
While you do that, Carla, I have another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Just looking at the few that you showed, you had, oh shoot, I just lost the word for it. The little pictures, the little emojis. And you didn't have hashtags, which I see a lot. So do you have any comments on that stuff?
Hashtags are really Instagram deals, but you can put them in Facebook and it makes it easier to find stuff. So one of the things that I will be teaching is for your brand at the event, and you're not going to be there, sadly, you're going to be enjoying your family.
But you better record it for me.
You should be doing, I have to pay for the video. I have to figure that part out, but it will get done. I'm going to assign you all an assignment to have your 3 personal hashtags. And so, and then you just use them consistently. Because again, it's a way to identify your brand.
Yes, I actually like that idea.
Which one I should? Let's look at Kate McShay. Let's see what she says. I saved this because it was a long story and I wanted to read it and I haven't read it yet. So her thing here is she's pointing out that people are wasting time. Whoops. Wasting time doing stuff. Don't have enough prospects to talk to. And again, she's just telling a long story here. I don't know if she followed the formula, probably mostly, right? How to create a rapid spike in enrollments. She's got a free training on how to get a rapid spike in lead sales and enrollments. She's selling a webinar course, how to do webinars. Here's the course. Here's the selling of the webinar. There's really not much to see here, but again, it's just a nice long, this is an ad that she's been running for months. So, Carla Silver, where are you? So one other thing that I wanted to share with you. Any questions about posting? 2 more things I want to share with you. So the great thing about having a nice long post like this is that guess what you can do, especially on a business page, you can boost it. You can turn it into an ad. And I'm going to do the beginning of that here. It's super easy to do. I'm going to boost for website visits because I want people to go to, what did I have here? Oh, it's the event, right? So I want people to visit the website event. So I'm going to go through here. I can't add a button for this particular one. I can actually upload everybody on my list, like all my members to Zero to Hero Online and send this ad to them. I can send my ad to people that have visited my Busy Girls guide. I can, people that have purchased Top Producer Academy if I want to. I can do all kinds, I can target ads here. I can say, okay, so I want people that like Ray Higdon, for example. And all I need to do, I can spend $5, right? And boost that ad. 1 day, 7 day, 14 days, customs. If I do it for 2 days, I've spent $2.50 a day. I am a cheapskate, guys. If you're gonna do ads, I spend a whopping $5 a day until I know I'm making some money from it. Make sense? Maybe $10 a day. You can edit all of this. You can create a new audience. You can see what it would look like on a mobile feed. That funny face that girl has. And then all you have to do is hit boost. That was pretty easy. That's like the easiest ad you can ever place on the planet. And super cheap. Any questions? Cool. One more thing I want to share with you guys. There's this thing up here at the top of your page called Insights. Have you guys ever noticed that you'll post something that you think is really awesome and then nothing happens? It's crickets. Well, I know for me, if I post for example, on my personal page on a Thursday night, I don't know what the deal is, but my entire Facebook is dead on Thursday nights. They're out, I don't know. They're out somewhere where there's no internet connection, right? So I don't know what they're doing, but Thursday nights is not a good time to post. But wouldn't you like to know when a good time to post for you is, right? Where your audience is actually paying attention to you. So the way you do that is you go to Insights and you scroll down and you go to Post Engagements. And you can see that, like, I got tons of followers on my page. So I've got it's pretty even Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But my best time is, interestingly enough, 7 a.m. That's just kind of weird to me because I never post at 7 a.m. Rarely. 7 a.m., a really bad time would be 1. And all these other ones aren't too bad, but my best time of the day is 7 a.m. How cool is that? So over time, you can actually figure out for yourself, just if you go for a week and you post three times a day, just post something 3 times a day, and you'll see when most people, what's your best time and what your best day is of the week. This information over time knowing your data will really, 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 really help you. I'm a big fan of data because there's no, like, webinar conversions, email conversions. I look at everything in the world and try to figure out how I can convert more. If I'm going to do the work anyway, I might as well have a ton of people looking at it rather than half those number of people looking at it. Make sense? And you guys might be thinking, what the hell's going on with her inbox, right? She's not paying attention to these 20 people. These are actually people that have responded to my bot. So I know my bot took care of them. I'll just give you a glimpse into that so you can see. This is my Saturday, I had a bot. This person didn't respond to it. Ellen decided that she was not into it. So she clicked, nope, not into it. It put that in the chat. And then I automatically responded, okay, got it, have an awesome day. Right? If she had hit replay, it would have gone, I can't click her stuff. But if she goes to replay, she goes to the replay of the live I did in wherever I did it with Shannon earlier this week. So these are all, I don't need to worry about these because they've all been responded to. And Vanita, who's a member of my Top Producer Mastermind, hasn't looked at her messenger. Naughty girl. So I don't worry about these because my bot handles all of this stuff. Only random, like I had this person, Darla, sent me a sticker. And I guess I could have sent a sticker back, but I don't know. At some point you have to say, how many times can you say thank you to each other? Thank you. Oh, no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. You got to end the conversation at some point. So any questions at all?
I'm going to ask you another one.
Please do.
Okay, so you know that I just started the page, right? So what do we do to start getting our audience besides just sitting at friends and family?
Couple of things. You can run an ad promoting your page to your ideal audience. You can do that. You should incorporate it everywhere. Like you should say, my Facebook Live coach tells me to go live on my business page and then go live on my personal page first. Say, I'm going live on my business page. Come like my business page. And one of the things too you should encourage people to do is follow first. I didn't show you how to do that. I don't know if I can, let me just double check if I can do it on my own page. Hold on one second. View as page video, visitor. Crapola, I can't, oh, hold on. Okay, let me share my page again. Let me share my screen again. So I can't remember how many it is. I think that it's like 20 people, or no, each person can follow somebody's 20 business pages first. So what does that mean? That means that you can select 20 people, and I believe the number is 20 people, and say, I want to see their stuff. And you want to encourage people to do that. And the way you do that, I'm watching this now as my page as a visitor. Can you see my business page?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You ask them to click follow, click follow and see first.
Oh, okay.
So it's just something that you can include in emails. You can include in Facebook Lives. I just encourage people. I'm just going to tell somebody that I'm excellent. She's awesome. You want to tell people what to do, just like our prospects, guys. Remember, I'm always saying your prospects are like children. They want to be told exactly what to do. I expect you to click the link. I expect you to get your ticket to TPA Live. I expect you to make your reservation and show up, right? And so your prospects are the same way. They know and they need to be told what to do. So you're going to want to encourage people to click follow first, and then encourage people to check out your business page. I've just over time, I did one big promotion at the beginning of, what month is this? Yeah, probably like February. I did a promotion promoting my page on Facebook. I paid for that. I paid a couple $100.
Okay.
It's cheap. Facebook wants you to promote your page, so they want you to spend money any way they can shoehorn it out of you. Great question. Anyone else? Was this valuable?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay, I think that was everything. If I forgot anything, I'll pop up in the group, and this will be probably by the end of today or early tomorrow. This will be posted on the July page that you guys all have access to. I don't have an update on our member center, but I hope it's okay to have everything all on one page so you can access it there. Perfect. And we'll have some fancy login and all that other stuff one of these days soon. All right, guys.
Are you going to give us a preview for August, or is that still secret?
I just finished writing the behind the scenes, so I'm excited about that. What are we doing? I forget what we're doing. What are we doing? Hold on. I'm having like a white page on in my brain, so I gotta wipe that clear. Oh, come on, Carla. I was just thinking through all of the training. We're gonna do back to work promotions because you want to, September is I know, funny face, Connie. September, I've made so much money doing this. September is when people are coming off their summer vacations, right? It's back to school time, right? Kids are going back to school. People are starting to look forward. Oh gosh, the holidays are coming. Where am I in relationship to my goals? Things are changing. The weather in most of the world is changing other than here. Well, it's getting cooler, I suppose, here. Just people are looking for change. Lots of people are bummed out because they got to go back to the regular grind, right? There's that whole thing. And so right after Labor Day is the perfect time to really start shouting from the mountaintops in some sort of way. And I'm going to show you how I do that, not without being a salesy weirdo. I'm a little salesy weirdo to my email list because I'm giving them an opportunity to give them something awesome. And I'll just tell you like some of the things that I've done, like extra coaching. You get started by this, and I'll do countdowns, the whole deal. Like if you get started by Friday, I'll give you $3 more of extra coaching, or we'll have a getting started fast boot camp, or we'll do people they just need another reason to get started, and they're thinking about moving, they're thinking about the holidays, they're thinking about their income goals, they've got to pay off their vacations, or just stuff is happening in September. And that starts our busiest time of year, September through February or March, where all kinds of things are happening. The holidays are happening, January 1st happens, which is like the big bonanza of the year. So I'm just going to show you next month how to run one of those promotions, whether you have a list or not, right? There's ways to do it, whether you have two people. As a matter of fact, my best promotions that have been the most lucrative were when I was first started at Empower Network Merrill. I needed to get on the top 200 if it was going to kill me in that company. And I did a promotion. I remember I was visiting Don's mom again, must have been the beginning of August, right? At the same time where I was like, okay, I got to do this. I need to have like 20 more signups in the next 3 days. How am I going to do that? Well, let's give stuff away. So I've perfected that over the years, and I'm going to show you how I do that. If you don't have a list, I had only by the way, the end of that, I think my list was like 300 people or something at that time. It wasn't some huge 15,000 person list. It was a very small list, and I'll show you the kinds of email. I'll actually find the email that there was one email. The subject line of that email was, "My mother-in-law made me do it." So it's a perfect time to plan it out so that you're ready to go in right after Labor Day.
That's awesome. And thank you for July, because I am just thrilled that I finally got that done. One thing down on the list, right? So it was a great pack.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I've got so many more coming up, but August had to be August. It had to be that, because you'll be able to use that pack over and over and over again. You can't run promotions all the time because it just gets crazy, right? But you can think of things, just reasons to kick someone off the fence, right? Extra stuff you can give, coaching, boot camp, discounts, products, vacations, right? I've got that vacation thing. There's all kinds of stuff that you can give away.
Carla,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm not in the chat. My screen's too small.
That's okay.
What about the pictures that you have all over your videos, et cetera, et cetera? Can we make our own, or are we supposed to go and profile with a professional photographer?
You mean the pictures that I have on my Facebook profiles and stuff?
Everywhere. You have beautiful pictures
well,
everywhere.
Thank you. Like the picture for that post with the funny face, I just took that with my phone.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. I just took that with my phone. Obviously, I do have some professional photographs.
Mm-hmm. You did take it with your phone?
I took that with my phone, just like this.
Okay, good.
But I do have some professional photographs, but
Oh, I know.
I have to tell
I've seen
you something.
some, I think. The other question is, if we don't have anything to give away, which we will eventually.
You do.
We do?
Yeah, you do. I'll tell you next month.
Oh, okay. Because I wondered about your affiliate page, if we could do some of that.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course,
Okay.
but I'll get into it next month. There's all kinds of things you can do. Just be creative,
Okay.
and I'll show you. I did not give away anything that I had to buy, or I had to. Nothing. Here's a hint. I'm going to give you your first full hour of coaching. Well, guess what? You would have done it anyway. Your prospect doesn't know that, and you're not out of integrity saying that, right? Because they just need to know that you're going to be there on the other side, ready to catch them, right? Maybe I'll give you 3 hours of coaching in the first week. I'm going to give you an accountability partner. I'm going to have somebody else answer all of your questions. I'm going to
have a heart attack here. It's okay.
Done anyway, right?
Little bitty.
But I have a secret. I have a secret I want to tell all of you. I'm bursting. I could just look down my shirt. So I am going to have a photographer at the event. I don't know if Meryl's coughing or laughing. I will have a photographer at the event that will be there to do everybody's headshots.
Whoa, yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
$50 it's not free, but $50. Like, how cool is that?
Whoa, how cool is that? You are very cool. Thank you very much for this webinar. Even though I didn't say anything, I'm going to listen to the replay because a lot of it is very technical for me. I need to do it on my computer where you can see more.
Perfect. Make sure you do your Facebook page. Put your page together because the training will show you how to do that.
Who will?
The training that I sent out earlier this month on how to do it. Okay,
good. Yeah. Cool. I have a business page and a Facebook page. And I think I've been working on the Facebook page, so I will move all that over.
Perfect.
And I have to do something else with the Facebook page.
Perfect.
I'll figure that out. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Yeah, got it.
Mwah. All right, guys, big love from me to you. I will see you on Facebook and on ClickFunnels and on the internet. All right, Steven, Token Man, see you later. Bye, everybody. Big love from me to you.